Jrue, you guys have the jump ball. Bud said that you guys had kind of talked it through and decided that you weren't going to go for a timeout. As Chris just told us, like the alignment had you set up to get the ball, and
Oh, my bad. Trying to show off my food.
You knew you were going to get the ball. You knew you were going to get a chance to go push it up the floor. Just kind of what did you see late, knowing that you were going to have the ball in your hands?
Honestly, it was get to the basket. I think when I grabbed the ball and everybody kind of stayed next to the man, it was me and Caleb Martin. No, who was it? 101. It was Gabe Vincent. 101, and at that point, it was just kind of get on top of the rim. And I know at that point, even if I would have missed, somebody, probably Giannis would have cleaned it up. But I think for the most part, it was try to get on top of the rim with time left to, if I did miss it, to get another shot.
I think that's the third game winner or go ahead bucket you've hit like that. You had one game 3 against the Nets where you guys play without a timeout. You had the one in Memphis last year where you play without the timeout, ball in your hands. Just kind of how much does it mean to you that this whole organization with a big shot maker like Giannis, big shot maker like Chris is going to trust you in those situations?
Yeah, it means a lot. Obviously, I feel like being brought over here last year, that was one of the things. But again, having players like Chris and Giannis, who you've seen it time after time, game winners and go ahead buckets. I think for them to have that belief and that faith in me, it feels good. One of the reasons why I feel like we're the team that we are.
We always talk about Wes and his defense. What do you think of the job that he did late on Hero?
Great. I thought it was amazing. Tyler hit some tough shots, but and Wes is a dog. You know, I think it's going to be tough for teams just seeing the lineups that we have and having Wes in there, and just knowing that the defensive intensity and prowess there's no step down. The level of intensity is always there, so I think we'd be really good.
The last play, Jrue, was kind of the apex of it, but I've noticed you seem to have a bit fun or success against smaller guards when you get to back them down in the paint. What type of joy do you get out of that when you get to go against a smaller player?
I don't know. I guess the same if it's a bigger player. I think for the most part, knowing that I'm a bigger guard and knowing that can help on my team is great for me. I know usually the best guards or people guarding somebody, it's usually on Giannis or Chris. So it kind of gives me a chance to take advantage of my situation.
Jrue, you spoke after the Charlotte game about how important the defensive effort was there to sort of lead to that kind of victory. The third quarter, in order to flip it, it was, I think, a block from Bobby, block from Giannis, steal from Chris. Bobby helps Wes with that trap in the fourth. What have you seen maybe in these last couple of games in that way that maybe you can build off of defensively?
I think it's just that, bringing that same intensity, hopefully from the start of the third. I know the start of the third, man, Gabe was lighting me up. So my teammates definitely had my back. I think he hit like 3 straight threes or something. But that's just the kind of team we are. We have each other's back, and you see it on the defensive end. And for us to be able to do this through this stretch is going to be really, really big for us.
In that regard, with the stretch you have coming up, the way y'all won this game, do y'all think of this as your best win of the season, just in terms of the way it happened and what you have coming up, or is that something you even think about?
Yeah, I never even thought of that. Honestly, I feel like it's another win. It's a big win. We're not going to take that away. It's a big win, but we kind of have to look on after this win. We got Chicago, who's number 2 in the East. We got a lot of playoff teams coming who are very, very good. So we can't really dwell on this win. We accept it and we love it, but these games are not stopping.
I'm just wondering, they'd made like 3 straight threes there to get up 14 in the 6-minute mark. What were y'all kind of saying to one another at that point, and how are you kind of encouraging one another in terms of being able to pull off this comeback?
Yeah, a lot of game left. You hear Bobby yelling, "Come on!" You always hear Bobby. You hear G Hill in there. There's a lot of time left. We know there's a game of runs, and we've done the same thing where we've gone up and teams have come back, but we also know it's a game of runs. So really just to stay calm, stay poised, and get back into the game possession by possession.
Just what did you like about the defense effort on Jimmy Butler tonight? What you guys do to sort of make it difficult on him?
I feel like we just crowded him and made it difficult for him. We know he's a strong player, likes to play in the paint. We know that he loves a mid-range shot. Really just tried to frustrate him. I know he got some offensive rebounds. We tried to keep him off the offensive board, but really just try to make it hard on him. All right.